Here's my updated video of the bumblebees. Maybe you'll see some come in. I've seen a few there. Yeah, they're flying in. I don't know if you can see them from this camera. But they're going in their hole. It's been a couple weeks since I made the last video. It's rained quite a lot. And I put a barrier around them, mostly cinder blocks and rocks and piece of wood. I got a little fence, makeshift fence around it. Because the thing is, I got these little doggies, and my Jack Russell Terrier, he's especially a digger, and all I need is for him to dig into their little hole. I've got chickens, and I don't want them crawling around. And it's important too, if you're fortunate enough and you're interested in beekeeping, and if you find bumblebees on where you live, on your property, you should really take care of them, because everything that the honeybee faces, the bumblebee faces just as much. And there isn't as much husbandry, and the husbandry that we're doing to these bees is actually pretty atrocious. I was a few years ago, I had a hive here, so I did some research on them. Seems to be the same variety. And basically all of your tomatoes are pollinated by the bumblebee. No bumblebee, no tomatoes. And what they do in these greenhouses and stuff that they have in various places around the world, they actually take bumblebee packages and they're in boxes, and they pollinate all of the indoor tomatoes. I don't know, can you see those guys flying around? So everything that's facing the honeybee, these little bumblebees get mites. They have to deal with moths, the wax moths. Wax moths can find these little guys. The poisons, the toxins, the Roundup. People can still buy Roundup, you know, like crazy, man. If you're using Roundup, you just don't have a clue, you know, come on now. But anyway, these are beautiful little things. I don't know if you can see them flying in and out and flying around. They're just like honeybees. Like, you do some kind of change, you change things around. It took them a couple of days to get used to this, and it's rained. They're just adorable. I don't know if you can see them on this camera. I love them so. The little bumblebees. Ground bumblebees. See them? The little fangs. And here's Jackson, the little boy. Jackson. Little Jack Scuggle. Scuggle. So you see why, if he got a bumblebee stinging him in the face, got in his nose or in his eye, he would probably, you know, wouldn't be a good thing. It's never good for a little dog to get stung by any bee or wasp. So that keeps him out of there. Keeps them at a safe distance from the ground bumblebees. Now, I don't know, maybe I'll do another video in a few months if they survive. I'll let you know. They should go until November, October, November. And I'll, later on, maybe in the summer, later in the spring, the hive theoretically could be 500. But if they don't get any insects killing them, they should survive. Hopefully they'll get 5 or 6 queens out of this for next year. Not much to see, but you might have seen something. I don't know. Peace and love.